There's a simple but hidden reason why you might never actually make profit selling name brand products like this one on Amazon. But when this video ends, you'll be fully prepared to make your first $1,000 in profit selling products like this on Amazon, because the true key to making money as a reseller, which is the simplest way to start selling on Amazon, is looking at products like this. You can see this just like a simple polo, sells pretty well according to SellerAmp, and on the brand's website, we can actually get an extra 20% off coupon on this, which brings our cost down to about 20 bucks. But you'll notice a small problem, right? This item isn't profitable. At least it's not profitable enough for my standards. Usually I like to look for about 30% ROI. And on this, obviously we don't have 30% ROI. So most Amazon sellers are skipping items like these that are almost profitable. And the real Amazon sellers that are making a ton of money know how to create extra profit on these items, right? That's the reason why you might not succeed on Amazon, where somebody who puts in the same amount of effort is going to succeed. And since most Amazon sellers don't understand how to create extra profit margin here, let's go ahead and make this item profitable together, or at least check and see if we can. Because anytime I source product to sell on Amazon now, I always like to talk to Boxy, which is the first AI assistant for Amazon sellers. This is live for all Boxum users. Boxum is basically the software used for listing, analytics, and now you have a personal Amazon coach inside of Boxy as well. And for this specifically, I want to say, hey, I found, paste my title right there, for 20 bucks after a coupon. I need to buy these for $18 or less to be profitable. What are all of the ways I can use to make this profitable? And so now this has made the game a lot simpler for new Amazon sellers. This is stuff that I really had to grind to kind of learn, that kind of thing. And we're able to see, all right, so we need to stack some discounts. We can see if there's any other extra coupon codes. We can use cash back. It also suggested we can try to use gift cards to reduce our buy cost, considering other fulfillment methods, all that kind of thing. But I like the first couple here. We already have it for 20 bucks and we need to create the profit on this. We need to create the last $1.20 in margin. So the first thing I can do is I can check the cash back on this. Now I don't typically include this in my profitability. I just like to treat it as bonus money. But obviously going to cashback monitor, we can see here, hey, I can get an extra 7% back on this item. So again, I'm not going to count that against my margin here, just because it doesn't always pay out when it comes to cash back. But it's good to know that we can probably get 7% of this $20 back every time we spend some money. And then Boxy also suggested we can use some gift cards. So I know where I would buy these gift cards, but putting myself in the shoes of a new seller, where can I get those gift cards? So if you are that new Amazon seller that doesn't understand any of the lingo, that kind of thing going on here, that's why I really like talking to Boxy. It says, all right, I can go to Raise, Cardbear, or GCX. Usually I go to Cardbear to look for my discounted gift cards. And in this case, I want to check for Nautica, which it says 16% off there initially. So this could make this item profitable. And it looks like it's going to today, which is awesome. So we can see at GCX, which is probably my favorite place to buy gift cards from personally. We're able to go in here and buy actually more than 16%. So maybe there's some new gift cards that have come out here recently. We're able to buy a ton of these gift cards for about 18% off, all these like $50 gift cards. So now we've taken this item where it was 20 bucks after a coupon code. Now we know we can get some cash back on that. And then we're also definitely able to decrease our cost by using discounted gift cards, which now has made this a very profitable item, right? We make $8 per unit, almost 50% ROI. And it's because Boxy basically showed us how to make this item profitable. So this is just a super powerful frame of reference for you to have as a new Amazon seller now. You can basically just ask Boxy how to make your items profitable. But obviously that's only step one of the process, right? So we know how we can basically get spoon-fed the profit on an item, but how do we find the items that are interesting in the first place? So let's solve that part of the equation as well, right? So the way I like to source for anything that I'm not already super familiar with, so if you're a new Amazon seller, this is going to be how you're going to want to do probably all your selling. This is how I would basically start over as an Amazon seller. Just going ahead and taking this item that we already know is profitable and then going to the offers on SellerAmp. And in this case, I can see this is currently the person who's winning the sales on this item. So why don't we just see what this person's already having success with? It's obvious that they know what they're doing. So let's just jump in and find another profitable item. And worst case, if it's not quite profitable, we'll just see if Boxy can show us how to make these items profitable. So jumping in, the first things I look for in the storefront are items that, number one, typically Amazon is not selling, or at least I can have some success competing with Amazon. So like this, I don't see that being the case, because right now Amazon is the lowest price seller on this listing. They're probably going to be hogging all the sales. Also for this video, I'm going to specifically focus on brands that I know you can sell or you can at least ungate. So I'm going to skip like this Nike listing here. Let's see. So this Carhartt listing, this one's a little bit more interesting. We're talking about avoiding items that Amazon is on. So obviously SellerAmp is showing us that Amazon is selling this product, but we can also see that they're selling it for 180, and currently the lowest prices on this are like 100 bucks. We would be able to make some sales on this since those sales are going to other third-party sellers. It's just a matter of if we can find this item profitably. So I want to Google this item here, and it seems like that might be the same item potentially as Super Ducks, short for Super Deluxe or something like that. Let's see, Blackberry. This is the same item. I do think it's going to be a little bit too expensive though. Let's see, all these are, yeah, these These are all 80 bucks. We can always check and see if any of the variations are more expensive. So let's go to variations on Keepa. When it comes to product sourcing, you'll just use Keepa and SellerAmp. Those are both about 20 bucks a month. So 40 bucks a month to do all your sourcing. And then Boxum, which we've used to basically talk us through how to be an Amazon seller. You'll also make shipments and track profit and that kind of thing. So as far as like overhead costs, it's about 90 bucks a month in software. And using Keepa here specifically, I wanted to look and see all of the different versions of this clothing piece right here so that I can see if any of it is profitable. So I can see right now, this kind of has a history of going for 125. I don't think it's going to be profitable if we're buying for 67 here. I can always check though. Let's see. Let's go ahead and ask Boxy. I found that item at Sierra. I need an extra 15% or so in discount. Where can I get that? So at Sierra specifically, it suggested again, discounted gift cards, maybe checking if there's a coupon code, something like that. Let's go ahead and check on that. With Sierra specifically, I've never really seen them run too many coupon codes. I knew there is a free shipping coupon code, which would be good. We can also, again, check our discounted gift cards. Let's see, Sierra, is it Sierra Trading Post? Is that the same thing? I assume so. Still, 4% is not going to be quite enough profit. So I don't know if we're going to be able to make enough profit margin on this item. The other thing you can check, a lot of times websites will have an email box down here, but this one just says to sign up. A lot of times you'll get an extra like 10 to 20% off coupon there. So I don't think that's going to be super profitable for us. Let's see, here's like a zip ID or something like that. This could be profitable. So let's go ahead and Google it. We need to buy it for 27. And is it just this regular like black one right here? Because that would be nice because I think this is actually profitable. See, true black, one size. See, classic black. I would assume that's the same thing right there. Everything looks the same. Yeah, sweet. So we can actually just buy this directly from the brand. So let's go ahead and keep that in mind though. This is basically 1770. We don't even need any extra discount methods here. This is just already super profitable. Usually Amazon does sell this. So let's see. It seems like they've sold it quite a while. So there's a little bit of risk on this, but especially since it's 100% ROI, I definitely don't mind the risk here. Another thing to keep in mind, if you are gated to sell a brand like this, since it's like a pretty premium brand, I would assume there's a gating process on this item. If you want to be able to sell these brands, just make sure you buy at least 10 units from the supplier, and then I'll go ahead and submit those to Amazon to get approved, basically. Another good way, if you're a new Amazon seller dealing with things being gated and that's holding you back, once again, you can just go, hey, I need some suggestions of brands that I can sell as a beginner right now. Can you list some auto ungated brands for new sellers? And when we do that, you can see it's gone ahead and suggested a big list of brands that are likely auto ungated for most Amazon sellers, and even gave us some sources so we can go watch some YouTube videos and learn how to get auto ungated. Down here, it even suggested some YouTube videos so we can go and learn how to source these brands specifically. So if that's holding you back, again, use your personal AI coach there, basically. Let's keep diving in though, especially interested on these products where we know the seller already has some success making these items profitable. So I'm curious on these like shorts here, 8.5-inch shorts. Let's see. Go ahead and open up the Amazon listing here. What are these? These are black. I'm not seeing the black version of these shorts right away, but I'm still interested in checking out, seeing if there are any other more expensive versions of this. So I like to go to variations here just so I can see all the different kind of styles and colors and all that kind of thing. When we're on this list, we're also able to see which are the most expensive. So I like to go current on Amazon and then just get rid of things that Amazon's currently selling. So now I have a big list filtered in order of the most expensive types of these shorts right here. And that's obviously very interesting to us because the most expensive is the most profitable, right? So let's see, like crimson, I think mineral red, and there was also these Nautica stone ones right here. These have a history of being like super expensive. So there's true stone. Is that the same color? I'm interested in these for sure. Let's see, Nautica stone, true stone. Those look very similar to me. I do see, okay, the issue here is that this is a 7-inch length and what we're looking for is 8.5. So I'm not sure why those even got lost on that listing there. What we're more interested in is stuff like this. So yeah, 8.5-inch shorts, navy 32, going for $48.69. I don't even think we need any of our discount methods here. Yeah, navy right there. And yeah, so we're buying these for 25 plus, remember, Boxy told us about the extra discounts that we can get. So we already know 20% with our coupon. And then with Boxy, we know that it's an extra 18% off with those gift cards. So yeah, we're actually buying this for $16.40. This is another 100% ROI item. And you can see this one's actually very consistent. So like on average over the last 90 days, it's sold for almost $50. So you know that those profits are pretty consistent, and we're able to find some extra profit here in this brand as well, right? Found some success there, found some success in Nautica, and really just name of the game when it comes to sourcing is don't expect to find these things profitable at the retail price, right? Don't expect to go in here and, oh, I need to find this for 16 bucks, right? Because we didn't find it for 16 bucks until we created our profit margin on this item, which by the way, I'm realizing the black 36 isn't what we were looking at on this one. This was actually the navy 32. So that's another profitable listing because we know how to get these for $16.40 now. So if you also want to start sourcing lots of profitable items like this, your quick action items, number one, grab a 2-week free trial of SellerAmp down below, and then also grab a 2-week free trial of Boxum. So that'll coach you through how to make all these items that you're looking at profitable without having to skip over the profitable item sitting right in front of your face. And the biggest thing to keep in mind is the hardest part of selling on Amazon is making that first sale, getting that proof of concept. So take action right now, get after it, go spend 20 bucks on inventory if that's all you got right now, because you're just gonna be able to take this stuff way more seriously after you see that first sale on your account. If you found this valuable at all, please hit the subscribe button. That's a free way to help me out. If you have any questions, comments, drop those down below in the comment section as well. Always happy to answer your questions, chop it up with you guys. And I really appreciate you watching this video. If you want to see the next step of the process after we source inventory, click this video right here to see the best way to ship products off to Amazon and actually get them sold.